Welcome back to my channel. I am Tamika Thompson and I am the owner and resume writer at Thompson Resume Writing Company. And for this video, I am going to be giving you some simple ways that you can target your job search. Now, I have found from experience that targeting my job search was way more effective than not, meaning I knew exactly the type of positions that I was going for and exactly the type of companies that I wanted to work for, which meant that the jobs that I was applying to met my standards through and through. This meant that I wasn't just accepting any old job offer from any company that would hire me, especially if it didn't meet my salary expectations, if it didn't meet my company expectations, and if the job description or the job qualifications were not what I wanted to do. And I want the exact same for you. Targeting your job search can mean that you have more quality interviews from more quality companies. So I want to give you all some insight on how to target your job search the right way so that you can hopefully land more offers and more opportunities from jobs that you actually want. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Number one on this list is based on if you want a 100% remote or a hybrid work schedule. And as someone who is 100% remote, work from home, I can tell you that there is no way, shape, or form that I will ever be in any type of position that is requiring me to come into the office 5 days a week for a full 40 hours. Like, absolutely not. So going forward, I am making it my mission to make sure that I am applying to either 100% remote or hybrid jobs only. If you feel the same, or maybe you are someone who is working from an office 40 hours a week and you want to get a remote job or a hybrid job, base your job search off of that. And in turn, you want to make sure that you're using websites and platforms that's going to help you find and get interviews for those type of jobs only. Availability and flexibility is a key concern for a lot of job seekers these days. And like I said, I don't blame you because, again, I'm not giving up working from home at all. So if you feel the same, target your job search based on the type of schedule or based on the type of flexibility or availability that you expect to have. This way, if you're basing your job search off of that, you are less likely, hopefully at least, to come across or receive interviews from jobs that do not meet that standard that you have of wanting to work remote or wanting a hybrid schedule. Next on this list is you want to target your job search based on the size of the company that you want to work for. So if you are someone who is trying to climb the corporate ladder, you want to work for well-known, international, respected brand names, then that means that you're going to be going after larger size companies, which can have between 5,000 or maybe even upwards of 10,000 employees. If you are someone who prefers to work for mid-sized companies, maybe you don't like how large and how matrixed large organizations and corporations can be. Mid-sized companies tend to have between 500 to maybe 1,000 employees, maybe a little over 2,000 employees. And if you are someone who prefers to work for smaller companies because maybe it's easier to move up, or maybe you're able to build a stronger relationship or rapport with your team members, then you're going to aim for smaller size companies, which can range from 5 to maybe even 15 or up to 50 employees. Understanding the size of the company that you want to work for ultimately boils down to what you're trying to accomplish in your career or what your needs may be. So sometimes with smaller companies, it can be potentially easier to move up. They may be more flexible. Maybe you just like the fact that those companies aren't super matrixed. You can still bring new ideas to the table that leadership may be open to. And with larger corporations, maybe you're just somebody who really wants to have those heavy hitter, hard brand names on your resume so that you can continue to advance in your career. But knowing the size of the company that you want to work for is very important. Number 3 on this list is based on their Fortune 500 ranking, if you are someone who cares about those type of things. I know I do. For my resume, I like to typically have very well-known, very respected, very established brands. Now, working for any company on the Fortune 500 is definitely a win, but I tend to like to aim for companies that are in the top 100 or within the Fortune 100. So if you are someone who also likes to go after those heavy hitting brands and you really want to make sure that you have that brand recognition all throughout your resume. And this can vary based on the type of industry that you want to go into or that your experience is based on. So let's say your career thus far is in retail, and maybe you're working for a Fortune 75 retail company, but you want to climb up the ladder and work for a Fortune 25 retail company. That is totally okay. To know where companies rank in terms of the Fortune 500 list, you can always do a quick Google search. It's important to note, though, that just because one company is higher on the list or has a higher ranking on the list doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to pay the best or more than the other. If you're basing working for certain companies off of salary, your best bet is to always do salary research before you embark on interviewing or applying to jobs for that particular company. I have to call that out because oftentimes people will think that if they work for, the top 5 Fortune 100 companies, that means that the pay is going to come with it. Being underpaid, being undervalued, being lowballed can happen at any level on that list, just so we're clear. Next on this list is you can target your job search based on benefits that matter the most to you. So using myself as an example, I don't want to work for a company where I only get 2 weeks of PTO. In my current position, I have unlimited PTO. There is no cap on it. And I, number one, love that for me. But I'm not giving that up anytime soon. I would find it incredibly difficult to go back to a position working for a company that is requiring me to be in the office like 340 days out of the entire year. I'm just not going back. So that is something that matters to me. But benefits that matter to you can also include PTO, but it can also include student loan repayment assistance. It can include medical and healthcare coverage, education opportunities, retirement or investment planning opportunities. So figure out the benefits that really matter most to you, those deal-breaking type of benefits, and do a Google search to figure out what are some of the best companies that offer those benefits. So for me, I would do a Google search of companies that offer unlimited PTO, and I would be applying to only whoever is on that list of companies. If you want to work for a company that has the highest 401k match, then you would want to do a Google search of that. Using benefits and advantages and perks to target your job search can also be a win-win. And last on this list is by companies who are known for paying well. And this is a thing. Again, Google can be your very best friend. There is a lot of information out there on these companies in regards to the salaries that they offer. If people feel like it's a fair salary, if people feel like they are being, paid for the value that they bring to the company, etc. If you do a Google search, and again, Google is your very best friend because it will tell you all of the tea, that is the best way to find out which companies are known for paying their employees well and which companies are known for paying their employees crap. So if salary and pay are a really big factor for you above anything else, maybe you want to go for your very 6-figure job, or maybe you are someone who is currently making 6 figures and you do not want to downgrade or take a pay cut under any circumstances, and I totally understand, your best bet is to do a Google search to find out which companies are known for paying the amount of money that you either want to make or that you make currently. So you don't care about the benefits, you don't care about the company size, you don't care if they on the Fortune 500 or not. You just want to make sure that you are going to be paid well, period. And honestly, I'm not mad at it because salary is important. Yes, being remote is good. Yes, having, unlimited PTO is good. But at the end of the day, you want to be paid what you deserve, what you're worth. And I'm not mad at it. So those are some easy ways that you can target your job search. And I want you to do this kind of groundwork before you begin your job search, because if you do it before you begin job searching, then you don't have to worry about what you're compromising on when an offer comes your way, or, potentially turning down interviews from companies that may not meet your standards. Understand what your standards are, what your desires are, what your requirements are before you begin job searching. This way, you don't waste any time. I really hope that you found this video helpful. If so, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Go ahead and give me a like down below. If you have more questions in regards to targeting your job search that I did not answer in this video, go ahead and drop your question in the comment box down below. I'd be more than happy to answer it. If you are a professional who needs assistance with your resume, maybe Maybe you realize that you don't have enough time to write your resume. Maybe you realize that writing is just not your strength, or maybe you're just not sure where to start, and laying out your resume and trying to communicate your value is just way more than you can handle. I would be more than happy to assist you. At this point in my resume writing career, I've been writing resumes for about 10 years, and I've written over 800 resumes thus far. My specialty is transforming bland, lackluster resumes into powerful selling tools that help career professionals land interviews 2 times faster in their job search. I am currently accepting clients for the month of January. If you are interested in working with me and you would love to get started, please visit my website at www.thompsonresumes.com. You can also email me at hello@thompsonresumes.com. To receive more career and resume related content from me, feel free to connect with me on social media. My Instagram handle is @_Mika Thompson, and you can also connect with me on LinkedIn. My profile name is Tamika Thompson. I do have an email list that you can subscribe to by clicking the link in the description box down below to receive weekly career and resume tips from me. If you are watching this video but you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can join my growing YouTube community. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time with another helpful video. Cheers for targeting your job search so that you can get interviews from companies you actually want to work for. Bye, y'all.